Hello, my name is Muhammad Zahid Rahman, and today I will present about soil sign problematic soil, acid sulfatic soil. So, my name, the place that I will choose is Jempol. Definition of acid sulfate soil. Acid sulfate soil are naturally occurring soil, sediment or organic substance, peat that are formed under a waterlogged condition. These soils contain iron sulfide mineral, predominantly as the mineral prime, or their oxidation product. In an unstable state below the water table, acid sulfate soil are benign. However, if the soil are drained, excavated or exposed to air by a lowering of the water table, the sulfide react with oxygen to form sulfuric acid. Release of the sulfuric acid from the soil can in turn release iron, aluminium, and have other heavy metal and metalloid, particularly arsenic, within the soil. Once mobilized in this way, the acid and metals can create a variety or surface and adverse impact, killing vegetation, seeping into and acidating groundwater and surface water bodies, killing the fish and other aquatic organisms, and degrading concrete and steel structure to the point of failure. The soil having pH less than 7 is called as an acidic soil. The content of the acid soil is excessive amount of dissolved iron, of aluminium, ferrum, magnesium, and Cu. Acid soil are deficient in carbon and magnesium. Acid sulfate soil are rich in pyrite and which is on oxidation from sulfuric acid. These soils have pH below 3.5. Groups on the soils suffer mainly due to algal toxicity and nutrient deficiency. So, what the characteristics of acid soil? Actually, acid sulfate soil have already undergone oxidation to produce acid, resulting in a soil pH of less than 4. They also often exhibit yellow and or red mottling in the soil profile. If this soil still contains sulfate, they have the potential to produce more acid. The example, curry soil. The area of the curry soil is Kottayam and LP of Kerala, coastal Odisha, Sundarbans of West Bengal. Characteristic of the acid soil is acid sulfate soil are rich in the pyrite FeS2, which on oxidation form sulfuric acid. These soils have a pH 3.5 below. Occur in humid region where frequent tides come sulfate FeS2 below to oxidation go to sulfite H2SO4. This is an example of the sulfuric acid material picture. Next, I will give to my friend.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Muhammad F2048, and I will explain about suitable crop for acid sulfate soil. Pineapple and sugarcane have shown to grow well on acid sulfate soil. The raised bed system, i.e. ridge and ditch system, is also an appropriate technology for the use of acid sulfate soil. In some areas, the system are used successfully for mangoes, cactus, bananas, and watermelon. And now I will explain about a control method of acid sulfate soil. The easiest and more effective way to control the harm caused by acid sulfate soil is to mix an alkaline material into the soil where it can react with acidity and neutralize it. Agriculture, lime, powdered calcium carbonate (CaCO3) is the most common neutralizing material in use, while minimizing and avoiding disturbance can be easy. Managing it is complex and should be done by appropriately trained people. And if acid sulfate soil is disturbed, it must be treated. The most common method of treatment is to mix an alkaline material into the soil, where it can react with acidity and neutralize it. Agriculture, lime, powdered calcium carbonate (CaCO3) is the most common neutralizing material in use.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nur Nazihah binti Omar. My metric number F2003. Managing acid sulfate soils. The easiest and most effective way to avoid the harm caused by acid sulfate soil is to leave them alone. So identifications and mapping are important. Avoiding acid sulfate soil is encouraged when possible. However, acid sulfate soils are common in places where humans live, and sometimes construction in and around these sediments cannot be avoided. In such case, the first step is to minimize the level of disturbance as much as possible. Number 1, crops paddy for variety. Number 2, keeping the area fluid, so frequent oscillation reduction avoid. Number 3, liming and leaching. 4, controlling water table. 5, allowing soil to dry for a long time. The leaching with water so that sulfate mineral are oxidized to sulfate and wash off. Minimizing disturbance. Minimizing disturbance can be quite easy and may involve designing a construction project that limits the amount of excavation, for instance building an above ground car park instead of a basement, building smaller structure on streets or push pills, or placing clean fill in a thick layer before building. Locating a construction project on the part of a property where acid sulfate soils are very deep, so the amount of acid sulfate soil removed is reduced. Using construction methods and site management procedures that don't leave acid sulfate soils exposed to air without treatment. Aligning and designing linear infrastructure in tidal areas so that natural water flows, both surface and groundwater, are not blocked. Making farm and urban drains broad and shallow so they don't dig into buried acid sulfate soil layers, but can still remove excess surface water efficiently.
Hi, my name is Siti Najah binti Muhammad Zukri. My metric number F2005. Treatment. If acid sulfate soil is disturbed, but it must be treated. The most common method of treatment is to mix an alkaline material into the soil, where it can react with acidity and neutralize it. Agriculture, lime, powdered calcium carbonate (CaCO3) is the most common neutralizing material in use. While minimizing and avoiding disturbance can be easy, managing it is complex and should be done by appropriately trained people. Next, conclusion. The knowledge of acid sulfate soil of Peninsular Malaysia has increased greatly over the last few years. However, the mapping of those soils still present a lot of problems, as these soils often occur as pockets within areas of non-acid sulfate soil. The need for analytical data to support soil survey cannot be overemphasized in the mapping of these soils. The distribution of the soil, however, cannot be assessed from the yearly maps as the definition used for soil were different or have since been modified. Next, this is our reference. That's all from us. Thank you.